Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to Sully Tutorials. In this video I'm going to show you how to create a professional thumbnail like TGR NRZ using Filmora 13. If you run a YouTube channel and want eye-catching thumbnails especially for gaming content, you're in the right place. To create a thumbnail like TGR NRZ, I've got a sample video ready. First, I'll add it to the timeline so we can grab some snapshots for our thumbnail. I'll position the playhead where I want to take the snapshots. Once I've got the perfect frames, I'll save them as PNGs to keep that high quality. After that, we'll tidy up and get those snapshots onto the timeline. Next, we'll create a cool split screen effect using these pictures. I'll show you how to resize and position them just right, using Filmora's tools. We'll add a bit of flair with some shapes and lines to make our thumbnail stand out even more. Now, we'll add a background for the text, using rectangles to give it that polished look. I duplicate this stripe on the timeline and drag it to the right side of the split screen. Now, let's capture separate snapshots of these two stripes. To do this, I'll disable everything on the timeline except the left stripe. I'll take a snapshot of it in PNG format. Then, I'll disable everything again, and enable only the right stripe to capture its snapshot. After saving PNGs of both stripes, I'll re-enable everything on the timeline and delete the original rectangle shapes. Now, I'll drag one of these stripe pictures onto the timeline. I'll double-click it, go to the mask section, and choose the parallel lines mask. I'll adjust the mask's position and width to match the stripe, adding a bit of blur for a subtle transparency effect. I'll apply the same transparency effect to the left stripe. Next, we'll add text above these stripes. I'll use quick text, position it above the stripe. Double-click to edit, and adjust the size, color, and font. I'll duplicate this text. Move it to the right stripe, and customize it accordingly. I'll repeat this process for another duplicate, placing it in the middle of the thumbnail. adjusting the font as I like. Once more, I'll duplicate the text, edit it, and fine-tune the sizes and positions. For a finishing touch, I'll change the color of the bottom text to yellow. Then, I'll move these texts up a track on the timeline to create an empty track below, using the rectangle drawing tool. I'll create a shape in the background behind these texts and drop it into the empty track on the timeline. So, this shape will serve as the background for both texts. I'll set its color to black for a sleek look. I'll zoom in on the preview player for easier editing. First, I'll disable everything on the timeline except for this black rectangle shape. I'll take a snapshot of it in PNG format. Next, I'll delete the original rectangle shape element from the timeline and replace it with a snapshot. After re-enabling everything on the timeline, I'll double-click on the snapshot of the shape, go to the mask section and select the drawing tool. Using this tool, I'll create a rectangular mask around the text, giving it a custom black outline. Then, I'll adjust the blur strength to refine the effect. Now, let's add some stickers to the thumbnail. I'll head over to the Stickers tab and search for stickers that complement our thumbnail. For instance, I'll search for "Wow" and download a suitable sticker. After adding it to the timeline, I'll adjust its size and position to fit. I also want to include an arrow sticker. Among the available options, I'll select an arrow sticker and place it on the timeline, making sure it enhances the composition. I'll adjust its size and position accordingly. Before saving the snapshot, I'll ensure my project settings match the thumbnail requirements. For example, I'll set the aspect ratio to 16:9 widescreen, ideal for YouTube. Once everything looks good, I'll click on the snapshot button and save the thumbnail in PNG format to maintain its quality. And there you have it. We've successfully created a professional thumbnail in Filmora 13, just like TGR NRZ. I hope you found it helpful for enhancing your YouTube channel visuals. Don't forget to subscribe to Sali Tutorials for more creative tips and tutorials.